There are some changes coming to Air Canada Aeroplan. More Rewards launches new credit cards, and save 25% on Air France reward flights out of Ottawa. All this and more on Rewards Canada's This Week in Rewards for February 7th, 2025. If you're looking to make the most of your loyalty programs and credit card rewards, you've come to the right place. This is your weekly dose of loyalty rewards, travel, and credit card happenings in Canada from Canada's original points and miles resource, Rewards Canada, and I'm your host, Patrick. A quick reminder that links are in the description below for all the topics covered in today's video. And I know you guys are all itching to hear the Aeroplan news, so I'm gonna burn through the credit card news as fast as I can. So that'll take us right into credit cards. And this week, the big news in credit cards is the introduction and launch of the More Rewards RBC Visa cards. We brought you a quick snippet of these cards back before Christmas, as some details just came out about the insurance coverage of the cards, and we knew they were coming. They're kind of a long time coming. There was an announcement early in 2024, I believe it was around March 2024, where Avion Rewards and More Rewards were teaming up. They were going to have a partnership. Now, these credit cards have nothing to do with Avion Rewards yet, so I believe there may be more to this partnership coming, where Avion Rewards members may be able to earn more rewards points in certain ways. Who knows? We're still waiting to hear more details on that. But right now, More Rewards has teamed up with RBC for new credit cards. There are two cards on offer in the More Rewards suite of credit cards. There's the More Rewards RBC Visa card, that's the entry-level card with no annual fee, and a premium card, which is the More Rewards RBC Visa Infinite card. But notably, this Visa Infinite card has no annual fee as well, so it's a welcome return of a no annual fee Visa Infinite card in Canada, because we haven't had one for a couple years. We've had, some over the course of the years, but those were all canceled. Some people had them grandfathered, but notably this will be the only no fee Visa Infinite card publicly available in the market. This actually marks More Rewards' fourth entry into the co-brand credit card market. They've had partnerships previously with Scotia, that was the most recent one, MBNA, and as I just learned in the past week, even before that, they had a partnership with Van City. So hopefully the fourth time round is the best. Usually we say third time's a charm. Well, hopefully with More Rewards, fourth time is a charm. So we'll just have to wait to see. Back in 2016, when More Rewards launched a credit card with Scotia, that card ended up being the best no annual fee travel rewards credit card in Canada. And the interesting thing here is these cards are excellent travel rewards cards as well. Will they be the best in Canada? I don't believe so, but I think that Visa Infinite may crack the top 5. I haven't done all the research into it yet, comparing it to the other cards, but at first glance, I would have to say it will break into the top 5 for the 2026 rankings. So let's take a look at the cards, and I'm going to talk mostly about their redemption values when it comes to travel. So now, when you redeem More Rewards points for travel, 1 point is equal to 0.429 cents. Yeah, 0.429 cents. Rounded up, that's 0.43 cents, but I always round down values at 0.42, so all my calculations tend to be 0.42. The reason I do this is because there are people out there who will come back to me and say, Patrick, I'm not getting 0.43 cents. I'm only getting 0.429. So I like to round down on points values, and then the extra you guys get, that's a little bit of an extra bonus. And when it comes to the dollars portion of reward tickets, I actually like to round up, because then nobody comes back to me saying, hey, Patrick, the dollars were actually more than that. Again, it looks like you have savings, looks like you're getting more for your points by rounding down the points, and it looks like you're saving cash by rounding up the cash on these kind of rewards when I talk about them. So just know that in general, if you're reading articles on Rewards Canada, whether it's for More Rewards or other programs, that the dollar value I tend to round up, point value I tend to round down, because in the end it just saves me the hassle of people coming back to me saying they're not getting that value, or they're paying more cash than I said. So just clarifying things here. Okay, enough. So let's look at the More Rewards Visa Infinite card. That's the first one, More Rewards RBC Visa Infinite card, I should call it, because that's its actual name. So when you get this card, you can earn up to 50,000 More Rewards points. So it's broken down as 30,000 points on approval, which is great. This is RBC, right? Usually most of their cards on approval, you get the points. So 30,000 points. And then when you spend $500 on the card within the first 3 months, so very easy spend, you're gonna get 20,000 more points. That's 50,000 More Rewards points in total. It's the same bonus for the More Rewards Visa card as well, the entry level one. Now, what is significant is that is $210 towards travel. That is an excellent bonus for a no-fee travel card, for a welcome bonus. So $210 in travel value. Grocery value, totally different story. And that's where I kind of get hung up on this is that these cards are being promoted as grocery cards because More Rewards is the grocery rewards program for the Pattison Food Group, which is Save On Foods, Urban Fare, and numerous others out in Western Canada. I should note that these cards can be applied for by any Canadians except for those in Quebec. So even if you're not shopping out west, you could potentially get this card, you know, if you're in Ontario or the Maritimes or something, because it does have that really good travel redemption rate. Okay, so going back to the More Rewards Visa Infinite card, I told you the welcome bonus. Let's look at the earn rates. So the card earns 8 More Rewards points per dollar spent at More Reward partner locations. That's all their grocery stores. That's Save On Foods, Price Smart Foods, Buy Low Foods, Urban Fare, Nestor's Market, and then some of their other partners like Pure Integrated Pharmacies. Now you'll also earn 8 More Rewards points per dollar spent on dining. So that's any dining, 8 points on gas, and 8 points on EV charging, and then 4 More Rewards points on all other spending. So I've already told you that the value of a point is 0.429 cents, but I'm going to use 0.42. So that 8 points per dollar actually works out to a 3.36% return on spending in those 8 points categories when you redeem for travel via More Rewards Travel. That is excellent for a no-fee travel rewards cards. A 3.36% return. It's almost unmatched. I haven't done the numbers, I haven't compared, but there's very few cards that will meet that for a no-fee travel rewards card. And then the 4 points per dollar on all other spending, that works out to a 1.68% return. Again, that is an excellent return for a no-fee card. And I have to stress that these are for travel rewards redemptions, and I should let you know, booking travel through More Rewards isn't as flexible as a lot of cards out there where you can go out and book your own travel, redeem points against a charge. You have to book through More Rewards Travel, which is powered by Expedia. I know there's some people who aren't fans of Expedia out there. So apply for this card with your discretion, knowing that you will be using Expedia basically for your travel redemptions. I believe in most cases More Rewards matches Expedia's actual pricing. They don't mark it up from what Expedia is charging. You know, this is good. I collect More Rewards points from shopping occasionally at Save On Foods, and for me, I'll probably end up using the points for like an independent hotel or something that, you know, not like a Marriott or a Hyatt or Hilton where I can earn my points and elite status and those type of things, but for a hotel that may not be part of a major loyalty program, so I may end up using the points for that. But now you may be asking, so these cards are marketed as grocery cards, and the grocery redemption rate is pretty bad in More Rewards. It's the pay with points for groceries. It's 0.15 cents per point in terms of value when you use your points at the till. I mean, it's great having that instant redemption option, getting some instant cash back on your groceries. I mean, some people may need this, may want to do this, but honestly, the 8 points per dollar, that only works out to a 1.2% return. The 4 points per dollar, 0.6% return on groceries. You're gonna be better off with a lot of no-fee cashback cards out there. They're gonna give you a better cashback return that you can just use as a statement credit after you purchase your groceries at Save On Foods or wherever you're shopping like that. Because it is a no annual fee Visa Infinite card, there are not a lot of benefits to it. It will receive all the standard Visa Infinite benefits like Visa Infinite Dining, things like that. They don't add any extras from More Rewards or RBC other than mobile device insurance, purchase security, and extended warranty insurance. Now, we'll move on to the More Rewards Visa card. This is the entry-level one. It doesn't have the income requirements like a Visa Infinite does. Same bonus, so 30,000 points on approval, 20,000 points when you spend $500. So again, a $210 value for travel rewards for a no-fee entry-level travel rewards card. That's really good. I have to say, that is good. In terms of earn rates, it earns 5 More Rewards points per dollar spent at all those same over 700 More Rewards partners, Save On Foods, Price Smart. I won't list them all here. I already listed them for the Infinite card. It earns 5 points per dollar as well on dining, gas, EV. So exactly the same as the other card, but just 5 instead of 8. And then it earns 3 More Rewards points per dollar on all other spending. So the 5 points per dollar, that works out to a 2.1% return when redeemed for travel. The 3 points, a 1.26% return when redeemed for travel. Again, 1.26 to 2.1% returns. That is really good for an entry-level, no-fee travel rewards card. So definitely people, should be considering these cards as long as you're willing to book through an Expedia-powered travel website. This card as well comes with the same benefits, well, not the Visa Infinite benefits that go to all Visa Infinite cards, but it has mobile device insurance, purchase security, and extended warranty insurance. All right, let's continue on because I know you guys want that Aeroplan news. So next, in credit cards, there's a new increased welcome bonus offer on the Cathay World Elite Mastercard that is powered by Neo. This card now has a welcome bonus of up to 40,000 Asia miles. This one is awarded as 20,000 miles on approval and then another 20,000 miles when you spend $5,000 in the first 90 days. So that puts the minimum value of this bonus, I'd say, around $420, because I value Asia miles about 1.5 cents each. So that's $600 in value for the welcome bonus, minus the $180 annual fee, and that's where you get the $420. So a pretty decent sized bonus, pretty good value. Again, I've talked about this card a few times in past videos, most recently about the 15% discount when you use the card and the discount code for purchasing Cathay flights. That is the main reason people should get this card. It's for the savings on Cathay flights. So if you're buying multiple flights per year, it definitely can make it worthwhile for that $180 annual fee. If not, like I said, it's kind of a mediocre card. You'll probably do better with other cards. So again, buyer beware, use your discretion, do your research before you select any credit card. Look at your spending habits, shopping habits, how you want to be rewarded, all of the above before choosing your credit card. Don't just get a card because your bank's telling you should get a card. Get the card that's right for you. And before we continue on to loyalty and travel rewards, if you like today's content, be sure to hit the like button for this video, subscribe to our channel if you don't do so, hit the notification bell so you're notified when we post new videos, share the content with friends, family, co-workers, you name it, anybody you think can benefit from the topics we cover in these videos, and leave us a comment below if you have any questions, concerns, corrections, or just want to say hello. All right, let's get into loyalty rewards and travel news, and this is what a lot of people are probably waiting for. It's the changes coming to Air Canada Aeroplan. So what are these changes? Well, there's going to be increased award availability with variable award pricing on select partner airlines. So Air Canada has announced upcoming changes to Aeroplan award flights on select partners that will take effect March 25th, 2025. So about a month and a half from now. The dynamically priced award chart that we're all used to for Air Canada flights will be extended to include United Airlines, Emirates, Fly Dubai, Etihad Airways, and also local Canadian airlines, Comair, Canadian North, and PAL, or better known as Provincial Airlines. So Air Canada let Rewards Canada know that these updates reflect some special agreements that they have made with the airlines, which is going to give improved access to more award seats on these airlines, and they even say in some cases deeper inventory levels. But of course, that comes at a price, and that will be dynamic or variable pricing. So the pricing for these awards will vary based on the cash price of the flight. So if it's a full flight during spring break, if there is this increased availability and if there's a seat available as part of that increased availability, it's going to cost a lot more points. But vice versa, it might cost less points if the flight is quite empty and not during a busy season. It all depends on the charts because these airlines are moving from the fixed price award chart to these variable charts, and there are a couple spots in the charts, the current ones versus the new one, where the lowest price or the flat price for a partner airline flight was more than the lower price on Air Canada's dynamic charts. Now it should be noted that the old charts worked kind of on an 80-20 rule. So the old charts, or I guess I should say current charts, but old as of March 25th, had a range of how many points it would take to redeem for an award flight. And Aeroplan stated that roughly 80% of all award flights would fall into that range and 20% could be out of that range, so below or above that. That is gone. All the new reward chart will say is starting at. So they're just going to give you a lowest amount, but they're also going to give you median amounts for North America flights. Outside of North America, they're not doing it because there aren't that many flights redeemed for outside of North America. So they don't really have, I guess, enough numbers to give a meaningful median number for those. So basically what this ends up meaning is chances are we're going to be paying more points for some of these partner flights, but there's going to be more availability. So hopefully that's a good thing. It's kind of like the Air France KLM Flying Blue changes. They increased the amounts, but they've also increased the availability flight. So if that happens here, it's a good trade-off, but the question will be, how much are those flights increasing by? If it's 10 or 20%, that's not a bad thing, but if flights that we're used to getting for 60, 70, 75,000 points are now going to be 200,000 points for, like, say, a business class flight, then that's not worth it. So honestly, that's all I can say right now because these changes don't take place until March 25th. The exact quote from Air Canada that they supplied to sites like Rewards Canada is, while the redemption rates under this chart can be higher than our fixed partner reward chart and can vary from one itinerary to another, these changes will enable greater availability for reward seats on these airlines than before. So we'll just have to see what happens. The other good news with this, because they're moving to those dynamic charts, is that preferred pricing will now be available on those airlines. So preferred pricing is what is provided to holders of Aeroplan co-brand credit cards and or Aeroplan Elite status members. So you get a discount on the pricing. Again, that may vary. I mean, if a flight's going to be 250,000 points and you're getting a 10%, 15% discount, it might, it still might not be a good thing. But a discount on a flight that starts at 6,000 points and you get it for 5,400, hey, that's going to be a steal. So of course, everything there's pros and cons to this all. Basically, that's it. At this point, this is just news. It's generating a lot of buzz. Like I'll tell you, there's a lot of buzz around this, but we all have to hold steady until March 25th to see the true effect of the changes. Like I said, if it means paying 10 or 20% more to get, to actually be able to use your points, then that could be a good thing. Add in the potential for that preferred pricing to provide discounts, and if that pricing ends up being good, that's a good thing too. However, history has always been a good indicator when it comes to dynamic award pricing, and it's almost always been negative. It's almost never been good, especially when it comes to long-haul premium cabin flights like business class, first class flights. Now, I know they make up a very small percentage of all the rewards from an airline, but for a lot of people, that's what you're striving for, that's what you're trying to go for, and I think that's where the biggest effect will be seen in pricing. It's probably going to jump up quite a bit there, but things like getting economy class on United Airlines on a domestic US itinerary, or even some of the Canadian itineraries between Canada and US, those will probably be increased and we may be paying less points. So again, some trade-offs there. Really, we're just gonna have to see what's gonna happen. And as a lot of people are already mentioning, we're probably gonna lose those kind of sweet spots within Canada on those partner airlines, like flying up to Churchill or to the territories. Those have been great redemption options for Calm Air, Canadian North, because those are very expensive tickets and you could redeem like as little as 10,000 points for them. So that will probably be gone as well. Basically, we will have to wait with bated breath for the next month and a half to see what the true effect will be. All right, next up in loyalty and travel is Air France-KLM's promo rewards for February. We have a Canadian city in them again this month, and that is Ottawa, where you can get 25% off economy class rewards between Ottawa and Europe, North Africa, or Turkey. These are the first promo rewards after the Air France-KLM devaluation in January. These are now available at 18,750 miles instead of 15,000 miles one way during promo rewards, so that's 37,500 miles round trip. This is still a great redemption rate that hands down beats most other airlines out there, but still, it's an increase to those who have been using these and have been used to using these, or were planning to get 15,000 mile trips. It's just not that same rate. Remember, Air France-KLM is a great membership rewards transfer partner as well. You can redeem one membership rewards point for 0.75 Flying Blue miles. So that means you need 50,000 points from membership rewards to get the 37,500 miles required for a round trip promo rewards flight. That's still better than a lot of the other redemptions out there for membership rewards, even when it's 1-to-1. So it's just something to consider. Now we'll wrap it up with travel news, and that's actually a travel deal. And this is the extension of the $225 in gift cards that you can get as rewards when staying at hotels in Edmonton or the Edmonton region. So this is through Edmonton's Best Hotels. If you're familiar with the Stay Vancouver offers where you can get MasterCard gift cards, or the Richmond, BC, they do it as well. Edmonton has now been doing this for a few years, and this offer has again been extended through to the end of 2025. So basically what happens is when you book through them, and the good thing about booking through Edmonton's Best Hotels is that in most cases you can still get your hotel elite benefits, you can get your hotel points, because they make the booking on your behalf with the chain itself. So that's a good thing. I'm not sure if it's all hotel loyalty programs, but I know the ones like Marriott tend to work. So, and I know most of our viewers and readers and listeners are Marriott Bonvoy fans. So just that's good to know that you can book through them, get these extra rewards on top of your points. And some of the hotels also provide CAA rates for these rewards. So that's also another thing to consider with them. If you stay one night, you can get a $50 gift card. It can be either a $50 gas card or a $50 prepaid MasterCard or a $50 ultimate dining card. If you stay 2 nights, you can get $150 in gift cards. That's a big boost for one more night. That's either a $150 prepaid MasterCard or you can choose a $75 gas card with a $75 MasterCard, or a $75 gas card and a $75 ultimate dining card. It's all up to you. And then if you stay 3 or more nights, you can get $225 in rewards. It's either a $225 prepaid MasterCard or a combination of a $75 ultimate dining, $75 prepaid Mastercard, and a $75 gas card. So some really good options to earn extra rewards for your stays in the Edmonton region until the end of the year. Check out the link below for more details. And that brings us to this week's bonus blast. This is where we give you a quick look at some of the bonus points and miles offers we posted to the site over the past week. And we'll start it off with Air Miles. So they are offering 7 times miles site-wide for online shopping via Air Miles shops to celebrate Valentine's Day. So any purchase you make via Air Miles shops that earns 1 mile, so in most cases that's $20 in spending with a merchant before taxes and fees, they will multiply that by 7 times. Some merchants are actually even higher than 7 times. This offer is available until February 14th, 2025. And speaking of online shopping, Air Canada Aeroplan with the Aeroplan eStore also has a Valentine's Day offer where they're offering up to 7 times points as well for online shopping via this eStore. Theirs is only available till February 9th, and this video is February 7th, so you only have a couple days to take advantage of that one. This one includes many retailers like Amazon, Levi's, Old Navy, and more. Remember, with either of these online shopping bonuses, you can still earn the points in the end retailers program. So whether it's Sephora's Beauty Insider, Lenovo Rewards, you name it, you will earn their points as well. Plus, you can also stack these offers with any offers that are out on Amex offers, RBC offers, or your Avion Select card-linked offers, or even Air Miles card-linked offers as well. So lots of ways you can just rack up a lot more points for your online shopping. Next, we'll talk about Miles & More, and they have their monthly car rental bonus offers. Now, Miles & More is the program for the Lufthansa group of airlines, so Lufthansa, Austrian, Swiss, and now ITA Airways is being added to that as well. So a lot of airlines in choice there, and these miles are hard to come by in Canada, especially if you want to take advantage of their mileage bargains, which are like Air France KLM's Flying Blue promo rewards, where you can get 50% or more off reward tickets. Especially, and they have a lot of flights out of Canada. I mean, this month they have Calgary, Montreal, and Toronto with flights that are 50% or more being discounted. Now, of course, Miles & More does charge a lot of taxes and fees on theirs, but hey, if you can rack up the points fast, which you can with Miles & More car rental offers or even their buy miles offers, there's ways you can do it. But I'm going to focus on their car rentals here because a lot of programs have steered away from car rentals, especially giving bonuses on them, but Miles & More haven't, and it's an excellent way to build up that Miles & More balance. So there are 2 offers that they released this month is up to 8,000 bonus Miles & More miles when you rent with Avis for 3 or more days, and this includes rentals in Canada. Simply book by March 31st for rentals until June 30th. And the other one is with Sixt Car Rental, which I honestly just a few months ago learned that they actually had 2 locations in Canada. Nobody told me and I never searched it, but I've eventually found out that they have locations in Toronto and Vancouver. So it can actually make sense to use Sixt if you're going to those cities and collect your Miles & More miles, where right now you can earn up to 9 Miles & More miles per euro spent. So of course they'll convert your Canadian rental dollars into euros and then award you up to 9 miles per euro, and that's of 2 or more days in Canada or worldwide. Simply book by February 28th for rentals until April 15th. Now we'll jump into a hotel bonus offer, and this is Preferred Hotel Group I Prefer. So right now, I Prefer members can earn 2 times I Prefer points on eligible stays at all locations worldwide, and this includes their 10 locations here in Canada. You simply have to register and book by March 31st for stays that are completed by April 30th, 2025. So I did see in the terms and conditions that you cannot combine this with other offers. I was going to say, oh, this is something you can jump on and stack with their AARP offer, where you join AARP for like, what is it, like $9 or $12 or something like that, and then have one stay and you get automatic gold status with the program, but unfortunately it says you cannot stack offers. So if you want to take advantage of both those offers and you think you might have multiple stays, make your first stay that AARP one so that you get the Gold Elite status, and then your next day you can earn that 2 times points, because that Gold Elite status offer from AARP and Preferred earns you 2,500 bonus points anyway. So a lot of ways you can stack and earn a lot of points. Now the last bonus one we're going to look at, I think this is the first for the bonus blast, is a food program bonus, and that's McDonald's My McDonald's Rewards. Earlier in the week, they launched their newest promotion called Want Prize with That instead of Want Fries with That. Get it? Yeah. Anyways, it works in the same manner as their Monopoly promotions. You get a little tab that you peel off, eligible products, and then you scan the code. The difference, however, versus this over the Monopoly one is that you can get bonus points for every one you scan. Basically, you'll get 2,000 points for every 5 codes that are scanned, up to a maximum of 10,000 points. That's 25 peel tabs or 25 codes. So make sure you don't throw out those codes. I mean, number one, you should be scanning them to see if you win any prizes. But if you don't win prizes, for every 5, you're gonna get 2,000 points. I mean, that's a free coffee with every 5 scans. And that's all she wrote for this week. Be sure to check out rewardscanada.ca and or our socials on a daily basis for all the coverage we have. There are things that do not make it into the video because they are short-lived. There was a 1.5 times Aeroplan points offer for flights, which was only out there for, I think it was like 3 days earlier this week. So it wasn't in our newsletter, it's not in our video. So that's why you want to try and check out our site or socials on a daily basis. But of course, if you cannot, at the very least, you need to subscribe to our newsletter so that you get a roundup of all the news on every Friday. And then on Saturdays is the bonus bulletin where we list all the bonus miles and points offers we added to the site, whether it's for flights, hotels, car rentals, shopping, you name it. It is your way to earning more miles, more points, and more rewards. Thank you everybody for tuning in this week. Have yourselves a great weekend. I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.